Hey everybody, welcome back to the Collector Network and welcome to probably my last video for the year. Um, yeah, I thought I'd sit down and make one before the end of the year. There's only 2 days left. So if you've been watching all my videos so far, thank you. I really appreciate it. I hope to be making more videos and more content next year. I have a lot of ideas of videos I want to make. It's just finding the time and the location to make them. But hopefully we'll get there. But anyways, for now, this is going to be another pickup video. And so for some of you, some of the cards might not be so exciting, but for me, they're very, very exciting. And a little bit of story behind most of the cards that I got. So hopefully you can enjoy too. All right, so where should we start? Well, I have a whole stack here of cards that I got. I think that's everything that I've gotten in the past week and a half. Yeah. So let's go ahead and move it off camera here for a second and see what I need to organize. These ones I don't need. So let's go back in the box. And these two I don't need. So, okay. Yeah. All right. I think there's one more. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started with this stack here. And then, or no, we'll start with this little bag here since I haven't opened it yet. So I was at Hareruya today in Nipponbashi playing some Magic with some friends. Well, one friend and then two of his friends. So, but they're friends now. I guess they're Magic friends. So, oh geez, there's a lot to talk about with Hareruya. It was a crazy day there. So we got there around 3 p.m. And usually Hareruya in Nipponbashi doesn't have a huge selection of cards compared to the one in Umeda. So I usually don't browse the showcase very often. But for some reason today they had a ton of vintage stuff. And it was blowing my mind. And it made me wish that I had a little bit more extra money to spend on Magic cards this Christmas. But unfortunately I don't. So I bought what I could buy. And I missed some stuff, and I'll get into that in a second. But first off, in the storage bin area, where everything is relatively cheap, I picked up some Zephyr Falcons from Legends again. I'm sorry, they're off camera. These are going into this deck here, actually, into my blue-white old school deck. I know they're not the greatest of blue creatures, but they're very nostalgic for me. I really like them, and it fits the theme of the deck. So, yeah, they're going in there, absolutely. Deep Water and Sunken City, I couldn't remember if I have them for my dark collection or not, so I picked them up. By the way, these were all 50 yen, which the other day I picked one up for 30 yen, but yeah, they were in a different storage area this time. So 50 yen and 100 yen, still relatively cheap. And I was quite excited to get that. I don't know if I have this or not. I'll have to check my spreadsheet later. And even if I do have a Sunken City, it's okay. I do want to make a Merfolk deck, a classic old school Merfolk deck eventually. So of course you need Sunken Cities in that. But yeah, what else did I pick up from Hareruya? These cards. So I guess I'll get into that as well too. So not only did they have a ton of vintage, they had a ton of signed vintage that was ridiculously cheap. So let's go ahead and go through them now. We'll just turn them over one by one. So Naf's Asp, gotta be careful how I say that. Again, not that great of a card by Arabian Nights, but it's signed by Christopher Rush. So you gotta get that. And I've actually never seen his signature like that. So usually, the ones I've seen, usually he signs it on the bottom and it's quite big. but that's why it's also very cheap. Um, I overheard the staff telling another customer in Japanese that they can't verify if these signatures are real or not. So they greatly reduced the price on all the cards. The guy that was the customer that he was talking to was trying to buy a Melissa Benson signed Beta Shivan Dragon for 180,000 yen, which is cheaper than a regular Beta Shivan Dragon. But in the end, he didn't buy it. He gave up on it. But I don't blame him. We don't know if these are real or not, but I'm pretty sure they're real. So I got that, and then I got this just for my dark collection. I don't have Sorrow's Path, but it's signed by, what's his name? Randy Asplund. I don't know how to say that. Faith Asplund. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right or not. Sorry, Randy. But it's signed, so that's pretty cool. That'll go into my collection. And I think one more signed is also Inferno. Again, only 400 yen, but which is I think is still cheaper than the regular price for it. So pretty good. And then here is see, here's a Christopher Rush autograph across the bottom. This is how I'm used to seeing it. But yeah, 200 yen for a Niall Sylvate, which I already have in my collection, but add another one, why not? And another, oh no, this is an Edward Beer Jr. signed card. A Princess, how do you say that? Lucerenzia. Not sure. Not a very good card, to be honest. 5/4, 6 casting cost, tap to add 1 blue mana, but you know what? Today I actually lost 2 games because I was 1 mana short. So, yeah. But it's a Legends signed. Actually, I have met Edward Beard Jr. I met him at a Comic-Con in Pittsburgh. Geez, probably 25 years ago. I think I was like 15 or so. Yeah, but at that time, this was before he did Birds of Paradise, actually. So, and I remember, yeah, where I was probably 15 or 16, and yeah, it was 1999, maybe 2000. I can't remember. Anyways, me and my buddy at the time were thinking about going to art school, and we asked him, what should we do? And he's like, yeah, you shouldn't go to art school. If you can draw, then you can draw. You don't need it. But yeah. Anyways, he was really cool. He's really nice. But I didn't have any cards on me to get signed at that time, so I didn't get anything signed. But yeah, so it's really cool to have his autograph because I have met him before. Let's see, what's next? Leviathan, the Dark. This was for my set, and it was only 600 yen, which is like 1/3 of the actual Japanese price. But this is signed by Mark Teaton, so that's exciting. And one more Leviathan, also signed by Mark Teaton, of course. But I guess people do get other signatures like Richard Garfield and whatnot. But yeah, so again, 600 yen, more than half the original price in Japan anyways. I think it's usually like a 3,000 yen card, maybe. No, maybe not, maybe 2,000 yen. So still really good. And then lastly, a Christopher Rush signed Beta Forest. I wanted more. My buddy bought the other 3, but 1,700 yen. I mean, it's not that expensive actually, especially if you're shopping in dollars right now. That's really cheap. Again, this goes for way below the asking price of a Beta Forest. It's not in the greatest condition. There is some edge wear to it on the front and back. But I'm not going to get graded. I'll never get graded. I'm probably going to use it in my deck. And keep good care of it, of course. But I'm really excited about that. Yeah, really, really excited. Oh, there's one more signed card somewhere. No, there's 2 more. There should be 2 more. Is it? No. There's two more really cool ones. Oh, is it in this stack? Let me check here real quick. Ah, yes. Here's one of them. Here's one of them. Let me go through this deck box real quick. Give me 1 second. Sorry. It should be right here. Yes, found it. So, I couldn't pass up these prices. Not at all. I already have the cards, but I couldn't pass them up. First off, we'll do this one. A revised Swords of Plowshare, signed by Jeff. I'm not gonna try to butcher his name, but signed by Jeff. And unfortunately, the signature is wearing off a little bit, but that's okay. If I keep it protected, it should be okay. But again, a Swords of Plowshare in revised edition, regularly in Haraduya is like a 200 yen card anyways. So I might as well grab it. Yeah, absolutely. Good find. Very, very happy about that. And then lastly, I'm really excited about this one. I already have 4 in America, but I need another one. Vesuvian Doppelganger, signed by Quinton Hoover. Absolutely amazing. In only 1,500 yen. I couldn't believe it. This one's revised. They actually had an unlimited one for 10,000 yen. My friend bought it. Yeah, I really wanted it. And they had a German revised as well, black border. And my friend bought that as well. Yeah, a little bit jealous, but I couldn't afford to buy all 3. Not today, anyways. Maybe next week or next week, but not today. So it's all about the timing. So, but this one isn't in the greatest condition. It's got some edge wear on it, but that's okay. I will keep this forever. Vesuvian Doppelganger is one of the cards I loved when I grew up playing Magic, and to see it again here, signed by Quinton Hoover, absolutely amazing. So awesome. Actually, there was 2 more cards that I was gonna buy. I was just about to tell the staff that I want to get cards out of showcase, and somebody else said, showcase kudasai. And they grabbed not 1, but 2 Rook Eggs, signed by Christopher Rush. Rook Egg is a card that I've been wanting for a long time. I don't know why I never got him as a kid. Excuse me. And there was 2 of them right there for 1,000 yen each. And I was going to buy them. I was going to buy the Rook Eggs and the Leviathans. Absolutely. And probably the Vesuvian Doppelganger. But that guy jumped in and grabbed the 2 Rook Eggs just before I was about to say anything. My jaw dropped literally and stayed dropped for about 5 minutes. I was in shock. Absolutely. And I still can't stop talking about it. And yeah. Anyways, in Japanese, we say shogunai. Don't think about it. So, anyways, I'm really excited with these cards that I got today. These ones, at least. These are all today's pickups, which is, yeah, for me, very, very exciting. So, and some of them will go into sets. Some of them will go into decks. So, very, very exciting for that. So, what else did we get? Yesterday was also quite an exciting day. I went to 2 events. One event was at Dragon Star in Nipponbashi, which was hosted by a YouTuber, what's her name? Yui Tokiwa Yui, I think is her name. She's really nice. I talked to her for a little bit. But yeah, she has a fairly decent sized YouTube channel devoted to Magic. So she was the host there. It was a lot of fun. And it was, how much was it to enter? I think 1,500 yen, I think. I can't remember, yeah. And then you got a 500 yen coupon card, and then you got a free promo, or like a free pack of like promo cards or something. I can't remember now. But for some reason, they didn't have one for me, or they ran out. They ran out. So they gave me a collector's booster of Baldur's Gate instead, which was still exciting. I didn't get anything cool in it, but I did put one of the cards in this deck, so it's still exciting. But anyways, I had a lot of free points, so I bought these two cards. A Beta Circle of Protection Blue, which will go into the sideboard for my old school deck. I'm trying to get not a playset, but I want to get 2 of each Circle of Protection to sideboard into this deck. Which Hararuya and Nippon Bashi has a bunch of Circle Protections for a really good price now in Beta and Alpha. I might have to go pick them up. I don't know. But that was free because I had a lot of points, or I had the free coupon, 500 yen coupon, so I got that free. And then I picked up this Island Sanctuary in Revised. This will maybe go into this deck, my old school deck, or something. I'm not sure yet. So that's going there. I just realized that my camera... Oh no, we're okay. I'm not sure what it's doing. It's okay. Anyways, there was one more card I picked up yesterday. Where is it? Oh, now it's out of focus. Consecrate Land, which it's unlimited, so 250 yen. Which all in all, for all three cards, I only paid 100 yen for them. I'm pretty happy about that. So 900 yen, but I only paid 100 yen, so pretty good. But yeah, I don't know if I'll use this, but it was unlimited, so pick it up. I think I'm going to use the Island Sanctuary in either a Commander deck or my old school deck. I'm not sure. Yeah, but yeah. Excited about that. And then next up is the fun story stuff. So last week we had as I've talked about before, we have a big Magic night every Wednesday. And this Wednesday, or I guess last week technically, Wednesday was Christmas. So everybody showed up as usual, and as a thank you, the hosts had a little bit of a giveaway, and I forget how many people were randomly chosen, and then from there you had a random chance to get some kind of cute little keychain, which I did not get, which is okay. And then the other chances were for... What were they? Oh, no, I think the keychains were something else. Never mind. Forget about that. No, that was the original prize that they always give away every week. But for this, because it was Christmas, they had another 22 giveaways. I think it was 22, where you randomly grabbed a card, and whatever it was, it decided if you got a random single, a promo pack, or a thing of sleeves. They were really nice sleeves. I can't remember what they were exactly, or what brand they were, but they were really cute. But anyways, I got a random single, and it was a Fetchland, Polluted Delta, from Modern Horizons 3, for free. I'm pretty excited about that. And because I got the Fetchland, can I find it quickly? Yeah, I'll also talk about this real quick too. For Christmas, we made a red and green themed deck, and I made Kate the Cage Brawler. And actually, I really like this deck, so I'm going to keep using it. It's a lot of fun. It's not so strong, but it's interesting. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Yep, here it is. So, sorry. I also got a random promo pack for Thunder Junction, and inside I pulled a Japanese Cityscape Leveler. Even though it's from Brothers War, but it was, Thunder Junction promo pack, which is a card that I've been wanting for a little while now, but I didn't want to spend like 2,000 or 3,000 yen to get it at the time. So, yeah, I got that for free, and a Pluto Delta, all on Christmas. Yay, Merry Christmas. So I was really happy about that. And then yesterday, go back to yesterday, after the Hareruya event, me and my buddy went to another event hosted by the same people that hosted this event. And there was a guy there who was selling really cheap oripa, which is what do you call it? Like a chance, like a gotcha, right? What do you call them in English? I forget where. Um, you have a chance at an expensive card or some cheap cards, and the chance was for a Wheel of Fortune and a Mana Crypt, an old Mana Crypt, like the original Mana Crypt. It wasn't in English though. I'm not sure what language was it in. And then I didn't look at it closely enough. And then there was some other really expensive cards. But so I took 2 tries at it, and it was 1,500 yen for each. And I got a Teferi's Protection, which I've been wanting for a little while. So I more than broke even on that. And I got 2 of the new dual lands. I guess they're dual lands. Haunted Ridge. So pretty good. And what's this one called? I forget the English name. What is that? Buddha's Maya. No. What is that? Kyokai. Buddha's Maya no Kyokai. So church. What is it? Something church. Buddha's Maya church. Does that make sense for the English version? I'm not sure. Anyways, these alone are more than 1,500 yen. So I came out ahead on that. So I was really happy on that. And then, yeah, you can see here, he had really good deals on other cards. Smothering Tithe, I paid 1,500 yen. It's a promo version, but that's still cheaper than what they go for in any shop. So I was really excited about that. And then 500 yen for this Marsh Flats, which I'll talk about more in a second. 500 yen for this Godless Shrine, which, yeah, the borderless or extended art Ravnica version, or borderless, whatever you call it, I'm not sure. So 500 yen, can't go wrong. Fate Spinner for 100 yen, which I've been looking for a deck. The Witch King of Agmar, the Surge Foil Edition for 100 yen, which I'll talk about more of that in a second. 9 Lives Familiar, I didn't really want this that much, but it's such a cool picture. It was only 100 yen. And High Fae Trickster, which I may or may not use in a deck. But 100 yen. Bergie. Oh, I didn't get that. I got that another time. I think I got that from pack. Bergie, again, 500 yen, which is like 1/3 the price normally. That it sells for in a shop. So really happy about that. But let's go back to the Witch King of Agmar and the Marsh Flats here for a second. So as you can see right here, there's a bit of a crease in it. But I mean, that doesn't take the value down that much. It was only 100 yen, right? And I checked on TCG Player last night, and there was one selling for $60. But then I looked, there just isn't that many for sale right now. But it's like a $20 card maybe. But even in a shop in Japan, it's like, I think I saw it for like 1,500. So for 100 yen with a little bit of damage in it, it's okay. Put it in a sleeve, it'll be fine. I'm going to use it in my deck, which this is going into too. So this Marsh Flats, focus, 500 yen. So by the way, let me go back a second. This event was hosted at a bar, so it was a little bit dark in there. Couldn't see so well the condition of the cards. So I'm like, 500 yen, Marsh Flats. Absolutely, I need it for this deck. Why not? Got home, pulled it out of the sleeve, and it's hard to see, but there's a huge crease right there. And then if we turn it over on the back, yeah, but if I put it in the sleeve, if it'll focus. Yeah, it doesn't want to focus on it. Maybe it's too close. If I put it in the sleeve, you won't be able to tell. Especially if I double sleeve it. No one will know. So that's going into a deck. So I'm really excited to use those finally. Is that it? I think that's it. Sorry, this is a bit of a longer video, but I had a lot picked up that I picked up in the past week and a half, 2 weeks. Yeah. So hopefully you watched the whole video. Sorry I've been talking a lot, but this has just been one take. I didn't cut or edit or anything. So yeah, but yeah, I'm really excited to use a lot of these cards. Mostly the Vesuvian Doppelganger again. I love this card so much. I've missed it, and I wish I could have got the other two signed, but it's okay. Yeah, I'm going to start using that. I'm going to use this Forest. These are going into a deck that I'll use very soon. Leviathan, I don't think I'll use. I do have a memory of someone using Leviathan back in the day, though. But I mean, come on, it's quite difficult to play with. But, you know, it's these days maybe a 10-10. Well, I mean, a 10-10 is always good, but its ability is not so hard to work around these days. But yeah. Actually, even Inferno I might use in my Kate deck, actually. So yeah, anyways, I'm just rambling now. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, everybody. Thanks for watching all my videos that I've made so far this year. And hopefully there'll be more videos and other content coming very soon next year. So see you soon. Peace.